How's it going, everyone? Immortal Dragon Lord here once again, bringing you another Skyrim Special Edition Rare Guide, and this is part 2 of the Discerning the Transmundane daedric quest. And this is not the normal scenery I'm in. For those of you that don't know, this is Blackreach, a very, and I can't stress that word enough, very, in capital letters, large one-section area. I mean, it could be its own little world down here. It's just, yeah, it's massive. Don't mind the snow here. It's actually a glitch. I don't know why it's happening, but I'm actually at the end of Blackreach because I just went through all this. There's so much of it. I can show you right now on the map. This is where you need to go in order to acquire the Elder Scroll for the main quest and Discerning the Transmundane, but I can't even go out far enough. I started, basically on the map, I started way back over there, like where that light is, beyond that. That's how big this place is. Okay, anyway, so after you speak with Septimus Signus, you're supposed to go down through the elevator via an Alftan or Mazincha left in order to get down here. Using the attunement sphere, I think it's called, that he gave you. Yeah, the attunement sphere. And until you get down here to unlock the other paths, there are elevators that you can unlock. Those are the only two ways to get down to Blackreach. So keep that in mind. And then once you get to the end, you're gonna need this blank lexicon. It'll prove useful for the quest. You want to come through here, through this door, and come up the elevator. And you will officially be in the Tower of Mazark. Now, I'm not going to do any looting because I already did that and made a save before going further with this, so I could show you how to do this whole guide, really. I'm speeding through this also. So, right up there is where the Elder Scroll is. But it's under a Dwemer lock, which is very complex. So what you want to do is you want to come up here to use these buttons, but you can't use them yet because
I love the cold air. Be careful.
Because they're barred off. But that's where the lexicon comes in here. What you want to do is place it in this receptacle. And the button's unlocked. Now, in order to get this down, you don't want to press this button. In fact, even if you try to do it, nothing happens. What you want to do is press this button 3 or 4 times. As you can see, it's moving. On the 4th time, I think it is. Yeah, on the 4th time, this button opens up, and the lexicon's working and essentially downloading data, if you will. You want to press this button twice. And then this button becomes active, and you only have to press this once, and you've opened the lock. So, the Elder Scroll is in your possession, and there are 3 related, which will be used for the Dawnguard DLC too. But this is the Dragon Scroll, so make sure you grab it, because you will need it for the main story to deal with Alduin and Dawnguard. And then once that's done, don't forget to grab the lexicon on your way out. And it's now a runed lexicon instead of a blank lexicon. So now what we do is return to Septimus at his outpost with the lexicon. And I think you just fast travel from here, but I wanted to open the door. Just allow it. And once that's done, as I said, you head back here the Septimus Cygnus' outpost north of the College of Winterhold, which says what I failed to mention in the first part of this. So you head back down, and then give Septimus the cube. But there's one more step you have to perform before you can actually get the daedric artifact.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. Give it quickly.
My father wanted me to follow
Extraordinary.
in the footsteps of the hunter.
I see
But I
it
set my
now.
aspirations a bit higher.
The ceiling structure interlocks in the tiniest fractals. Dwemer blood can loose the hooks, but none alive remain to bear it. A panoply of their brethren could gather to form a facsimile, a trick. Something they did not anticipate. No, not even them. The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still bear you
Damn, did it
his
again.
extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves. Come when its set is complete.
It's fine, I'm going to explain this anyway.
When the top level was... the box contains the heart. The essence of a god. I have devoted my life to the Elder Scrolls.
This is just extra stuff you can talk to him about. It'll fill in more details as to why Septimus is trying to get to the artifact. He mentions a lord. This is the daedric lord of the artifact you're after.
The daedric prince of the unknown, Hermaeous Mora. I thought there were no secrets left to know until I first spoke to him. He asks a price to work his will. A few murders, some dissent spread, a plague or two, for the secrets I can endure. In time, he brought me, but he won't reveal how to open it. Maddening.
So crazy little Septimus Cygnus is a little bit of an actual psychopath from those killings. So at this point, you have an update, and he gives you an essence extractor, I think it's called. Yeah, this, which is needed for the objective. Dwemer blood is needed to open this, but because the Dwemer are extinct,
How long will it
you basically need to trick the door, deceive it, if you will, by, as the quest says, harvesting the blood of orcs, Falmer, dark elves, wood elves, and high elves. Now there are certain locations you can go in order to acquire a majority of this blood, but otherwise it's a bit of a time-consuming process. So I'm not going to bother showing you that. I'll just, in the third part, I'll just come back after I've gathered the blood. But what I will do is this. After you speak to Septimus and get the objective, you can walk out of here to leave, but you can't leave yet. And this is why. Because we are greeted by the daedric lord of infinite knowledge.
Come closer, bask in my presence. I am Hermaeous Mora. I am the guardian of the unseen, a knower of the unknown. I have been watching you, mortal. Most impressive. Your continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete. He has served me well, but his time is nearing its end. Once that infernal lockbox is opened, he will have exhausted his usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you?
In other words, you become his champion if you do this. Now, it doesn't matter whether you agree to this or not, the end result is still the same. So, pick what you want, like I'm doing here. Just because, well, it doesn't really matter.
Indeed. Speak with me when the box has been opened, and all shall be revealed.
Yeah. That's giving me chills. For those of you who don't know, like, for those of you who played Oblivion, that voice should sound very familiar to you. For those who haven't, and are wondering who voiced Hermaeous Mora,
I've
that...
never been a self-sport.
Shut up,
What's the
Mail. Sorry, that would be the voice of Wes Johnson, who in Oblivion played almost all the voices for the male Imperials, save for Uriel Septim, who was voiced by Patrick Stewart, and Martin Septim, who was voiced by Sean Bean. You can probably guess what happened to him. He also played the arena announcer, if you joined the arena, and Pellinor Whitestrake, the Spirit of the Divine Crusader in the Knights of the Nine DLC. But his two most notable roles are playing the Mad God Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness in other words, and Lucian LeChance of the Dark Brotherhood. When I heard his voice as Hermaeous Mora in this game, it was just... he's just a great voice actor, one of my top favorites ever in existence. And that concludes this and I'm rambling now, so I point that out. But that concludes this part 2 of this guide. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you found it helpful, if you enjoyed it at all. One other thing, that Wretched Abyss, if you don't have the Dragonborn DLC, it actually will be a purple abyss. With the Dragonborn DLC installed, it's just tentacles and eyes. Hermaeous Mora's true appearance. But, yeah, so that's it for part 2. Part 3 will be coming, if not tonight, then in the next couple of days, but I'll get to it as soon as I'm able to. So, thank you once again. I bid you adieu. Take care.